Welcome to my channel. It's a new day and we're going to do more music. The agenda I have for today is 6 requested reactions and 1 bonus video. And you know I always do the bonus video first. Today we're going to do the next episode of Epic the Musical, which is Remember Them, which that's a bothersome title because when we left them last time, they were in a cave fighting the Cyclops, and they had decided to attack. So, Remember Them makes it sound like the outcome wasn't what we had hoped it would be. But we'll find out soon enough, as soon as I say thank you for coming here. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for everything that you do to make my channel a success. I always put the artist links in the description of their playlist so that you can support them as well if you want to. But I put the link to the song I'm reacting to in the description of the video. I also put a link in there from Wikipedia if I can find anything that's relevant. And I always put the link to the reaction request form so you can request reactions if you want to. You don't have to, but if you want to, you have to use the form. It's de rigueur. If you put it in a comment, I'm going to reply to that comment with a link to the form so you can fill it out. So this is the next episode of Epic the Musical, entitled Remember Them.
We must move quickly. We don't have much time. He didn't notice I mixed Lotus in his wine. Mark my words now, this is not the end.
But Captain, what do we do with our fallen friends?
Remember them when the fire begins to fade. For the fallen and afraid, we are not to let them die in vain. Remember them, we're the ones who carry on. The flames of those who've gone, and our comrades will not die in vain. I need all our hands on this club. This is how we're getting out of here. Use your swords to sharpen a stub and turn it to a giant spear.
Let's kill him!
His body is blocked in the path. If we kill him, we'll be stuck inside.
Captain, where do we attack him?
We gotta stab him in the eye.
Yes, sir! Remember them when the fire begins to fade. For the fallen and afraid, we are not to let them die in vain. Remember them, we're the ones who carry on. The flames of those who've gone, and our comrades will not die in vain. Them? Who hurt you?
Hide.
Who hurt you? Captain, we should run.
Wait.
Who hurt you? Captain, please.
Wait.
It was nobody. Nobody. If nobody hurts you, be silent. Don't go.
Let's grab the sheep and away we go.
Have you forgotten the lessons I taught you? He's still a threat until he's dead. Finish it.
No.
No?
What good would killing do When mercy is a skill more of this world could learn to use. My friend is dead, our foe is blind. The blood we shed, it never dries. Is this what it means to be a warrior of the mind?
Don't!
Hey, Cyclops! When we met, I led with peace, while you fed your inner beast. But my comrades will not die in vain. Remember them. The next time that you dare, choose not to spare. Remember them. Remember us. Remember me. I'm the reigning king of Ithaca. I am neither man nor mythical. I am your darkest moment. I am the infamous Odysseus!
Okay, that's interesting. Who were those other people that came out of the cave? Lots of interesting themes in this one. The thing about dying in vain. I can tell you that the men and women who fought in Vietnam, when it was all over, felt like their comrades had died in vain, because we basically gave up the fight really from the very beginning. We refused to do the things that the military knew we had to do, for example, blocking the Ho Chi Minh Trail in Thailand, in order to win the battle. And then when we, Nixon said, what was it he said? I can't remember the words, but it was something with honor. I don't think it was retreat. Anyway, he used the word honor. There was no honor in the way we left Vietnam. We abandoned them. We refused to give them the tools to fight, and they would have fought and they would have won if they'd been given the right tools. We basically left millions of people to be subsumed under a communist dictatorship, and hundreds and thousands of them didn't want to do that, and so they left, and many of them died trying to escape. And that's a shameful blot on the United States history. We did the same thing in Afghanistan. Why we enter wars and then don't finish them is something that soldiers will never understand. Because if you're not going to fight to win, why are you putting me in harm's way? And so the concept of not letting your comrades die in vain is an important one to military people, to people that serve on the front lines, not necessarily to the leadership, but certainly to the ones who are doing the dying. And it's important to them. It's really important to them. Another concept that was portrayed in this is the one of grace to the loser. Once the battle has been won, there's no point in lording it over the side that lost. There's no point in embarrassing them. Then there's no point in doing more damage than you have to them to win. And that also was portrayed in this, which was interesting to me. These are very very deep and thoughtful subjects that are being brought up in this musical. That if you're listening and paying attention, they'll make you think a lot about what's the point of going to battle to begin with. Once you've committed yourself, what do you do when you get in a situation where it looks impossible, it looks hopeless? Once you've overcome that fear, what do you do about the men that you lose in the battle? Because you're always going to be losing some. There isn't a battle, it's not possible to be at war and not have people die. And so, and then what do you do once you've won? How do you treat the losers? I hate that word, losers. Although, I mean, that's what happens, is one side loses and one side wins. So losers is an appropriate word, but it's just, it in a way, it's kind of denigratory. Once you've defeated an enemy, you need to do what you can to help them rise up on their feet and admit that they were wrong in what they did, but that they can move forward and grow. Anyway, those are just some of my thoughts. This is a fascinating study in human nature, is what it is. And I thought it was very interesting at the end when Athena told Odysseus, "Go kill him. You're not done. You got to go kill him," and he says, "No, I'm not going to do that." So, be interesting to see if Athena decides to punish him for that. Lots of stuff to look forward to in the next one. Anyway, I always pray for you. Every single video, because I care what happens to you, and I want God to bless you like he blesses me. And so I ask him to do that. I pray for him to do that, and I know that he will. And I pray for that for everybody that you love as well. This is the Vietnam Era Vet out.